Howdy folks, welcome back to Silverrun Forest. We're up here on farmland 3, and we're getting ready to do a bunch of logging. The Mack truck was a little low on fuel, so I was going to go ahead and get that fired up. There we go, get this thing fueled. This is a neat little mod, this Thunder Creek. Engine even revs up when it's pumping fuel. Nice touch. Then we're going to hop in and we're going to use some of the new John Deere equipment that came with the Platinum DLC. See if it can handle some of these big trees and how that works out. There we go. That should be all filled up. Excellent. Let's head on up to the top of the hill here. Went ahead and cut down a couple of the dead trees just to try some stuff out. So I'm going to park this back in here kind of out of the way. Got a lot of stuff up here. It's getting kind of busy. So I think we'll start with the feller buncher, and what I do with the dead trees is I brought those over, then I process them here on the ground with the wood harvester. Get that fired up so it can be getting warmed. I'm not sure how it's going to handle these big trees, but there's one way to find out. Topping this beast. So I think 23, this one's the big one. Yeah, this is the 36. Let's grab these two 23s and we'll see how we do with those two. It handled the dead trees all right, but of course they're dead trees. No surprise there. Let's see if I can remember how this thing works. You know, it grabbed two trees, so it's kind of cool. Oh boy. that looked a little iffy. So you can see it grabs the tree, brings it in, and then it holds it in place with this one finger, and then the other two fingers there on the jaw open back up. So let's see how we do here. It's a lot of weight up in the air. So we should be able to grab this other on a tree footer, and we'll see how it does. Might tip over. Oh, it kind of grabbed it. Sorta. There's a little bit of farm sim magic going on there, I think, to keep them in the jaws. So, that's okay. We need a little farm sim magic. So I could do all this with the tree harvester, but several people had requested, hey, check out some of the other gear, so we're going to check her out. We can come up and then we can tilt this over quite a ways. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I don't want to drop that on the tractor, so I should have scooched over a little bit. Alright, let's get the center of gravity back under control here. So what you can do is tilt it just a little bit forward and then let go. And then, I think I missed the tractor. It rolled a little bit. That's okay. So with it moving that much with 223s, I don't think we're going to want to grab more than one of the 36 foot or meters. I think I said feet. It's going to be a little much. And I don't want to get too many trees here in the way before we clean the limbs up. Let's hop in this thing. Then we can get this on. And then, is it this button? Yeah, there we go. Then we can tilt this down. then we should be able to grab this tree and then trim it to size. It's a little bit awkward. Let's see if I can grab it. There we go. Got it. So it still makes the cutting down the tree sound, even though you're not cutting down the tree. So that's a little strange, but weirder things have happened in Farm Sim. So I'm going to try to drop that right there in that pile. There we go. And then let's see if we can grab this tree here. Got to get pretty close onto it. See if I can roll that over with the PV. There we go. Y'all saw that. I used a PV to maneuver that log. Just work with me. Come on. There it is. Got to kind of grab it just in the right spot, and then it'll pick it up and pretend to cut it down, and then you're good to go. So I don't know if any other way to delimb these, I mean, other than with the chainsaw. So if I'm missing something, let me know. If there's some other machine that I missed out on. I don't know real logging that well, so I don't really know the roles of these various machines. As far as how they all work in consort together. Alright, let's get away from that guy wire a bit. There we go. Alright, let's get this big guy down. Another dead one over there. So these, I think, are pretty much all the tall ones. See if we can handle one tall tree. This feller buncher. Yeah, that didn't work out so good. Oh, can we drive out of it? Nope. So, yeah. See if we can, through the magic of Farm Sim physics, get stood back up. Yeah, so you don't want to cut down the big trees. Confirmed. It just can't handle them. Can't pick it up. Now we know, but that gives us a good excuse to get the skidder out. So let's get this backed up out of the way, and we'll go use one of the other pieces of equipment I bought. Big old skidder. And I was looking around this, I'm like, man, it's really disappointing they didn't put a winch on this. But they actually did. It's right in here, and it comes out through these rollers right here. So that was cool. Didn't think it was going to start there for a little bit. So those of you that know real logging, you know, we cut down a giant tree. How do we get the limbs off of it? Is there a piece of machinery that does that? Or do you drag the whole tree up like this and then shave it off with the wood harvester? I don't know exactly how that works. Maybe somebody in the comment section will know. If Hood is watching, he could probably tell me. Alright, so we grab that. And then hopefully the physics doesn't freak out too much. actually, let's see, can we take this around the corner, or is that just not going to work out? No, the logs don't exactly behave like dragging trees. Ow, got it right into the pile. That was my bad. This tree actually isn't doing too bad. Oh. Might have scraped a little orange paint off on the green. Oh, well, y'all didn't tune in for an ultra-realistic logging session, right? Ah! I mentioned I don't know what I'm doing. So my thought was to come up here and we'll cut this into the 12 meter and they'll go on that trailer, so that's why I'm dropping that there. And I guess we'll just delimit with the chainsaw. We can cut down some of these big boys with the chainsaw and drag them up there. It actually worked pretty decent. The first time I tried this, I grabbed 2 trees, I think. And it didn't work out nearly as well. Alright, I think these 2 are both the big boys. Yeah, the 36 meters. Timber! A big old tree. Then let's see if we can get this to fall pretty much the same direction. Timber! Perfect. Alright, let's grab the winch. This thing's got a big old winch cable on it. Grab that right there. Oh, it's hung up on that, isn't it? Alright. I have to disconnect it from this end. How do we put it away? Oh, it's Y. There we go. Pushing the wrong keys. Let's do this. We'll drag it downhill just a bit. It's got rollers on it. It can handle it. There we go. So you could even drag it with the winch, I suppose. Big old winch there. Actually looks pretty good, the big winch cable. Let's grab that. Let's pull this one over. And I don't know if I can grab both of these. It didn't work out that well last time. If it doesn't work that well with the claw, we'll grab both of them with the cable. Just pull them off the cable. Actually, let's just go ahead and get them straightened up. The cable. So we'll put you on there. Whoa. Getting stuck on the claw there. Alright, so let's raise that up. Get up out of the way. Now is it Shift K? Nope. Hitting all the wrong keys. Control K? There we go. So we could, in theory, just pull it with the winch. Hey, even this big beast is feeling the weight of that. Of course, they're sliding sideways across the ground, all kinds of goofy stuff. So we just rotate it around that tree. So that works fine. How do we release from in here? Just Y. But if we grab it, let's try grabbing it with the. Let's try grabbing it with the claw. Except I want to push you back a little bit. That didn't work out, did it? Whoa! Okay, not sure what happened there. Everything went a little wonky. Okay, so if we grab both these with the claw. What I ran into this before is it would just kind of be all weird, but with these long trees, it seems to kind of be behaving itself. Yeah, I mean, that worked out okay. Didn't have to go around any crazy angles. Yeah, this thing is just a beast. Bring you in. Stick that down just to keep it from rolling. What the real loggers do, right? This is way easier than real life. I've done a lot of this with an axe. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. So then if I was going to cut this guy up, we want a 12 meter. This guy was a bit long, so if we just come up like, say, that, you know it's about 12 meters. Then how much we got down here? We got, we can get some 9 meters out of here. That'll work. Let's delete the little guys. I'm not sure how the big loader would do with a 12 meter log. Works really well with the 6 meters. We could give it a try. Probably what would be ideal would be to have the grappler on the big excavator, big harvester. And we'll do a 9 meter. 9 meter. There we go. Just delete that. Cool. Well, we got a few logs. So let's grab the loader and we'll see if we can get these actually loaded. If not, we'll just use this for the 6-meter stuff. It's more meant for picking up like giant piles of numbers. I don't know if it's going to work out. This doesn't have winches on it, does it? Nope, I don't think so. One thing I discovered, I can switch control groups on this. And then I can control this little thing right here. Let's do that. We'll push those 3 over there together. I can bring that back up, switch my control group back to the crane. Yeah, I didn't get him in the middle, so that's not the greatest. Uh-oh. So, yeah, I think it'll work better with a big grapple, and we'll save this for the big piles of 6-meter logs, which we'll be creating. Let's get that closed up. You back. You back over here out of the way. So this doesn't have the quick release. I'd have to modify it with the trailer, which is doable. But there you go. We used some of the newer equipment with the Platinum DLC. I like the feller buncher for the smaller stuff. But of course it's just faster just to use the harvester. Forgot I left that harvester head on. So I think that'll do it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and be doing a bunch of logging on here. We'll see how it goes. I might even try a live stream. We'll see. But I am going to wrap this series up. I think, is this 29? I think this is episode 29. So we'll make an even 30 episodes out of it. We'll have a final conclusion episode coming up. Or else I'll do a big live stream logging all this land off. We'll do something to close it out in style. We appreciate you all hanging out for this logging journey. And I'll catch you in the next video. Let's try not to tip this thing over. Grab it. There you go. That worked out great.